What I said was going to happen. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
So
Yeah,
let's
this is
see.
live. Hopefully, you're seeing the first
What I
round
said
of
was
our
going to happen.
Let's go.
Okay.
Duel
All right.
tournament.
Okay,
Fuck,
so let's
this
see.
is
Invade
live.
the blue.
Yeah, are we playing?
Yeah.
All right, whatever. We're just gonna start. All right. So this is first round. We've got Bakasura against a Vulcan. I'm surprised Bakasura got through bans, but there we are. You can see him going for the blue buff first of all. Vulcan seems to be looking at the red. We might see a buff trade straight away.
Yeah, but
Using muted
still,
Ezra.
Vulcan's just clearing the wave. He doesn't go for the red. I don't know if that's like. Zero went for the blue. It's interesting.
I suppose if you get two blues versus
Oh, it jumps over the wall.
the red.
That's a bit spooky. Gonna get some poke from that. Will Vulcan look for the red buff?
So far behind the screen. Oh.
Well, check it out, yeah, dude. Yes.
I'm at 53.
33?
53.
53. Okay. Tell me when you're at 1 minute 3 seconds.
1 minute 3 now.
No?
I'm way behind somehow. That's fine.
Yeah.
How is it so far? It's fine. I'm at 115 now. I think we're alright. We're
Okay.
close.
I'm 120 now, so it's enough.
120. Yeah, we're in sync.
Okay.
we are now.
Yeah, no.
Bakasura is dropping his ult. He's kind of missed everything. Vulcan's done the
Yeah.
same. That's a bit of a.
Bakasura's doing the red buff now. Will Vulcan steal this? No, Bakasura, eat me in.
Yeah, his minions are much better secure. He could have possibly meatballed the floors and knocked Bakasura away from the buff and then won afterwards, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
Bakasura gets out with the blue buff XP and the red buff XP now.
Yeah, Will
Don't think Vulcan will go for the invade.
Vulcan will just back. Bakasura bought Golden Blade first. With extra clear potential.
Yeah, I think that's the correct decision, especially against Vulcan, because you're going to get pressured and poked so hard. Got his build to cleave and poke you.
Vulcan went Shell, maybe he's gonna upgrade it early to as a 5 more basic attack hits. Could
That
work.
would be. I think he should. I don't think he is. If he was going to just do Shell 1, I think Bracer would have been better. So you're going to heal off the Bakasura a lot more than 100 health than you get from the Shell.
Bakasura's just going for it, look at that damage.
Going ham. I like it though. This is what you should be doing. Get close,
Yeah.
poke him, eat the minion, heal up, yeah.
You know, I know Brace is meta, but I would like a blink. From Bakasura to get close
Bakasura.
easy.
I thought you meant
Yeah.
Vulcan then.
No, Vulcan, no, that's a bit greedy. So it's okay, go close easy, and Bakasura, Vulcan backfires and he jumps on the Vulcan.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, if he blinks in, he would ult immediately, and that cripple then stops the backfire.
Oh yeah, it's also true.
So
Oh,
I
he's
don't
going
think
to proxy
he's
even.
about that. Is he proxying before the blue? That's brave.
It's he has no fear.
Yeah, I like it though. He's pushing his lead. He got the small lead off the bust at the start. He's doing
Going
things
for the
with
blue buff. Oh, he's jumping on the Vulcan.
it. Is he committing?
No, he
No,
just
jumps and
spook.
walks away. Yeah, mind games.
Okay. He's looking. Well, there's no red.
Doesn't. Yeah,
He's using his
the red
jump
time.
often aggressively. Don't know if that's right.
He's gonna get punished for it there. Doesn't.
Vulcan
die.
just walked away. Also free. Ultimate.
Yeah, I'm not sure the Bakasura was necessary there.
Oh, he ran right into. Oh, this could be a kill. Could very well be a kill. Come on. Yeah. Okay.
Good first blood there. He gave up at the end.
Nice play. Yeah. Nice play from Vulcan.
Definitely punishing the
Fox-
over-aggression there. He had a lot of
Bakasura
gold.
going for Katana now.
Yeah, hastened, I would imagine. Could go for like a stone cutting built like Arachne, but you would very much over-rely on the ult to be able to stick it. I think that's the play.
Yeah. Vulcan went back, got the lead of that. We was a bit behind the XP, but Not
He is
anymore.
quite a long way ahead in gold now. That first blood, and obviously several hundred gold. Definitely brings the lead
Yeah.
back.
The XP is still almost the same though.
Let's see.
It's just clearing up
The
both.
red buff fight again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Vulcan's
Vulcan
just.
can't do anything about that.
Yeah, I'd like him go in and get some poke at least, not just sit there.
I guess he's
He's
scared
giving up
because
everything.
Bakasir will just jump on him. Although he doesn't have ult Baka, so shouldn't
Yeah.
be too scared.
Even if he does jump in with ult, Vulcan can drop his ult on himself and self-heal fairly well.
So far, Bakasir is just free farming. Oh, he backed even. What's he buying?
Full
Katana.
Yeah.
It should help a lot.
Yeah, this is where his kill potential should hopefully come in more so than before, but
What is Vulcan his game plan? Because he's giving up so much farm. All the buffs.
I'm not sure really. I guess you
So
can't
just-
really contest it against
Oh,
the
Bakasir's going in.
commit. Yeah, there's the ult.
Oh, that's some good Vulcan damage though. Can he? Ah, no. Just slept.
Cooldown's too long.
Yeah.
He probably
He's
could have
going
backed
for-
before that.
He's going for max cooldown induction. Look at that. That's greedy.
40% CDR, 2 items. This Conquest mid lane special.
I know, right? This is
where
Duel.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Mages is questionable in Duel. Attack is Blessing is normally the item of choice. Maybe he wanted the man sustain from Mages.
I think I would have liked a breastplate of Vader instead of Chrome's Pendant.
That's
The
also
early protection.
true. I think maybe he goes for like a mid Guardian or an Enemian though to counter the Bakasura.
But now also he's going protection the Bakasura.
True. Yeah, I don't know. The Crown's Pendant is an odd choice for me. He should have either gone penetration or defense, in my opinion. But I'm not.
Penetration is maybe a bit early for the duels. Usually go protection third item.
Yes. Like this Bakasura, yeah. I mean, Vulcan will probably still go protections third. But it does limit his choice with not being able to get breastplate now.
Bakasura's just walking to him. It's not much Vulcan can do. He's trying, but
Yeah, he doesn't really care about the poke. Especially when he's using it before Bakasura uses his heat.
he's gonna do the wave. Will Vulcan ult this? The buff, I mean.
Imagine
Oh,
he
almost.
tries, yeah. A little bit too early, but
Good choice of not picking it up. He had this almost spawning.
yeah, definitely. You don't need the man sustain on Bakasura.
Will he just ult? Yeah, just Vulcan. It's poor Vulcan, dude.
He's probably going to save the ult for if Vulcan wants to contest the red buff. Which I imagine
Yeah.
he doesn't, but it's still possible.
Ooh. That was
that meatball wasn't going to hit, but Bakasura respects it.
yeah.
Cancels his back anyway.
Red buff spawning. He's gonna get a free clear. Oh! That's unfortunate.
Interesting. I think Bakasura hit it one too many times there.
Waited too long with the E minion.
That too. Yeah, he definitely should have pulled it back towards his side more as well. Force Vulcan to walk in, maybe jump on him, go for the ult. But I
Yeah.
don't think he's too upset about that.
Vulcan's just picking up the. I would have stayed there if I was Bakasura, just to guard it.
Definitely. Forced the
Oh.
Vulcan into not having any buffs since he hasn't got his blue.
Shoguns, interesting.
I see the idea, obviously, with it being
Yeah.
a stack item. But it
Attack
also
speed
doesn't
might help.
have protections.
No, only 60 and no HP, so. And the Vulcan doesn't have penetration. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's going for protection.
And that must be an Enemian line. There's no way he builds breastplate here.
So far, the Bakasura is a bit ahead. XP is quite a lot ahead.
Yeah, a good 11.5 most likely.
But Vulcan can
Horrific
still
emblem.
be doable.
Horrific emblem on Vulcan?
Oh, that's questionable.
I
Oh.
guess it's probably more for
Going
the
in?
attack speed slow.
Yeah, I just got
Yeah,
heated.
just needs him. But he didn't use his horrific. I don't think there's a better way to use it than in that fight, and he hasn't. He's just
even-
held it for.
Horrific wouldn't help much, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean the attack
He has
speed
double
slow
swords.
is the most important thing.
Yeah, but even then, Hide and Neon Lion.
Yeah,
I like
that's what-
Hide more when it's more protection and health, especially health.
True, yeah, he's not going to reflect much damage with his, what, 1,000 health. Actually, no, I gotta check now. Oh, gets pushed into the Phoenix, doesn't care. Just
He does.
boxes it.
He's 3 levels ahead. So, why is Falcon chasing him?
Yeah,
He
he
can
should
just
turn.
jump him. Yeah. Just jump. Napalm, backfire, doesn't matter.
I think he's dead. Oh, there's the Ravik.
There's Falcon, he doesn't care. Just keeps going back in, dude.
Blue buff fight next.
Maybe he believes in the Hide of Demon Lion.
Yeah, I don't think
Falcon
he's
has
gonna win
ults.
that boxing.
Both have ults, so. What will the next item of Bakasura be?
I would expect probably. I mean, he could go for an executioner. He could
Yeah,
go
I
for
would like
stuff getting
executioner.
goals. I think it'll be some sort of pen. I doubt he goes kin size.
He does. There we go, executioner.
Yeah,
It's a
executioner.
good pickup.
So. I was also thinking maybe Arcee, but he does have a lot of sustain already.
I don't think he needs it.
It is good against Vulcan's poke playstyle though.
Yeah, but if he keeps out of range of the poke and just bursts him down.
Yeah, execution
that whole game.
the kill potential more.
Yeah, a lot. Oh, backing? That is so important to buy.
I guess there's just nothing else to do.
For
with
what?
this
To what? You might be looking for a fire giant soon.
one. Yeah, that should be next in his mind, I feel. We're trying to push
Yeah,
Phoenix
why,
with just
that's-
minions.
I like the voice, but I don't think Vulcan is planning to do the bull demon. Bearbox is just doing it now. I don't think he will be able to burst it down in time.
He definitely can't out-secure the Vulcan ult also.
Oh,
Oh, that was definitely
early ult.
Yeah, very early. Especially since he was already walking towards the Vulcan. So
Yeah.
now he can go in and pretty much take it for free.
It can be a lucky steal.
True.
Oh, that's
He's gonna
a
bait him in.
bit aggressive.
That's
Doesn't
unfortunate.
really know what to do. Oh, right, well,
He's
I
committed.
really wants that kill. I don't think that's the right play. The low cooldown Dixie Vulcan.
Takes a lot of poke from it.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to stop his quest for the fire giant, should we say?
What do you think about that Thorns pickup on Bakasura?
He probably was doing it for the Vulcan ult, because every time he's jumped on the Vulcan and used the ult, Vulcan's ulted on top of himself. And
The
that
ult
Thorns is
doesn't
gonna
do
mean
that
Vulcan
much
takes a lot
damage.
from it. It's to stop him possibly from wanting to use his ult, because if he gets dived, Vulcan has to think, oh, if I ult him here, Bakasura's gonna pop his thorns and I'm gonna take a few hundred damage. Which means he
Yeah,
might
but-
hold the ult.
I think like a Beats or a Horrific would be more effective for getting kills. Yeah, then you can beat the knockup. Yeah.
His ult's CC immune though. There it is, there's the thorns, it gets the, well, it doesn't get the
Yeah.
kill, but it certainly contributes to it.
It helps a bit, but Horrific can also make it so he can't run away, the Falcon.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
Horrific would have been what I would have chosen. He has no
Guess that's
way
a good
of
ult.
using it at all. Yeah, he uses the ult to just tank the fire giant, gets extra DPS.
Yeah, I don't think he would have survived without it. There we go.
He's gonna get his Bull Demon King buff back by
Oh,
probably
wait.
another full item, honestly.
Will he get protection or more damage? I would like some protection more.
Oh, he's gonna go into Stone Cutting Sword.
It works.
Yes, it's fair. More movement speed, more penetration, always helps with Bakasura.
Falcon is going for Bankles, I think.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be a Titans fan with no other lifesteal items.
Well, you never know.
I hope it's not a Titans fan with no other lifesteal items then.
Yeah. Well, the rep just spawned, but Bakasura has blue buff, so he can take it.
Yeah, he's gonna focus down his Phoenix instead. He should get this before the fire giant buff.
Yeah, he can just dance around it.
Yeah, avoid the
Careful
mid-ball.
to turret. Turret doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, it's a little bit too
Oh.
long.
Go for the Falcon. Will he get it? I don't think so.
No, That's both relics from Vulcan and his ult though. So next time that Baxter ult is up, Vulcan's dead, and so's the Titan. I think
Yeah.
definitely looking good for Baxter.
Oh, Vulcan has Bankles now, he gets a lot of power. Maybe he can do more damage now.
True power, sustainability as well. If he drops that meat bolt on the Baxter ult, all the minions will be around him. He gets a lot of lifesteal from that AoE.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, Vulcan's going back. Oh, look, yeah, Vulcan doesn't know. We gotta run to fire minions now. I don't think
I think
that
this
he can
might be it
escape
for
this.
Vulcan.
Yeah, but is just faster.
That's that stone cutting sword tier 2 all within the game.
Yeah.
That should be Titan. His ult be coming up. He still has 5 minions as well.
Yeah, that's just the fuck. Oh,
Quite
Bakasura
clean,
won.
quick game from
Yes,
Baxter.
Blaze.
I think that's why
Only
you don't
one
let
death.
Baxter through bans. Honestly.
Yeah. Or pick a hunter.
True.
Oh, that was the first game.
Yeah. Quite clean. In fact, I
It's
think the other game's
interesting
also
that
clean.
Bakasura got through the bans, but when you looked at the bans there, it was a Hades and an Anubis ban by Red Team over here, by Vulcan. And I'm wondering if maybe he was just planning the entire time on picking up that Vulcan pick, and he knew that Hades and Anubis could perform quite well against Vulcan, so he decided he just did not want to fight into them. So it's more his own personal bans and not the bans he of a normal one like an SS Bakasura pick. But he still gave up Baka, and Baka does well against
Yeah.
Vulcan.
Yes, I don't think if you're banning things that do well against your god and you're picking a mobile mage, I think Bakasura should be very high on your list of things to ban.
Oh
Yeah, Bakasura just runs you down.
Yeah, walks at you and eats you.
But there were a lot
Basically.
of I think it was 4 mages that was banned by the Vulcan. It was a Freya, Hades, Anubis, and I cannot remember the 4th one. But it was he definitely did not want to fight another mage. That was most assuredly the case. But the winner turns out to be Resblaze,
Res-
and he'll be moving on to
Resblaze.
the next round. And in the
Okay.
meantime, whilst we wait for the next round to start, we'll pause the stream here. Ciao, ciao.
Uh, what's the IGN so I can actually get in the game?
It's DDK123. Right, so here we're seeing this time some rather normal bans. You got an Ulla ban and Pele ban over on blue side, and a Bakasura ban and Kali ban on red side. Very, very normal top tier duel bans. No Bakasura in this game. No incredibly unbalanced one. Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
But
No more running into towers 10 minutes and killing you.
indeed, because that's something
Oh,
everyone enjoys to
Heraban.
deal with. Hera ban is a bit unusual, but I have a bit of a knowledge of what DDK might be picking here, and Hera does perform quite well against that god. And a Vulcan ban, that's an interesting one. I feel
Yeah.
like that's one of those pocket bans where he struggles to fight a Vulcan, Because Vulcan has that really good, that passive of his gives him extra mobility. The backfire gets him away. His meatball disrupts any kind of god that wants to get close to Vulcan. Just gets thrown away. Oh, look at that. Cullen and Erlang Shen. That is an interesting matchup. Two
A solo
relatively high
lane
tier.
on.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a solo lane brought to Duel. They're not
With extra blue
super
buffs.
low tier. Erlang is quite high tier, like maybe an S minus A, and Cullen's probably about A minus. So they're all right tiers, but it's just interesting to see warriors in Duel. That's one of the least used classes due to their style of just being a bruiser, tanking up damage. And in Duel, everyone builds bruiser anyway.
Perhaps not as great tower push as assassins and hunters also.
Yeah,
You can
that's
hurt them late game. Which is why Arthur is an SS in Duel as opposed to Conquest.
that, and obviously his pressure is not the best on objectives. Even if he just kills people. That's the
True,
thing.
yeah.
You just kill everyone with, you just kill the enemy over and over with Arthur, and that's how you win Duel. But yeah, no, his objective pressure isn't the greatest. And with these nerfs coming out, hype, hype, hype. Goodbye, Arthur. And any of you
Yeah,
viewers who love
thank God.
Arthur, this serves you right. Never play that character again. It could not have come soon enough.
Yeah,
Could not
God,
have.
they waited way too long for that.
Yeah. And the entire community suffered for way too long. Except for those chosen few who, through some way, enjoyed playing the characters. But who do you favour for this matchup here, Cullen versus Erlang?
Honestly, this hasn't been. I don't think I've ever seen this matchup, but just going off how the characters work, I feel like Erlang has the advantage late game. Just because once you get that tank online, Colin won't be able to one combo you, and Erlang could just poke and shred you down. I think that's who I'd favour late game.
And late game auto attack oriented is a lot better than ability oriented. And you could build Cullen with that auto attack oriented build, but he's definitely primarily ability based with his kit having 6 abilities.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Ignoring the
there's
dude.
Ola, who has 6 as well, but
Yeah, but he's a
that's
hunter.
beside the point.
And you
Yes,
can build
he's a-
him ability based too. And he can still do a lot of damage. But don't build him ability based, because that's trolling. Should not do that. Given advice here. Don't be like me.
How to play Duel. Don't be Slimer.
I mean, that's always the truth. Because I don't play Duel.
True as well. I
If you
did
want to play
10
Duel,
games
don't
last
be
week
like
to
me.
learn, and that's it.
I was planning on getting a little goldie rank last split or last bit of last season in Duel, but then I ended up playing more of it than I wished to, because I did not get a gold. But there you go.
Ooh.
Screw Duel. Not something
Yeah.
I particularly enjoy, but I will admit that tournament Duel games are quite interesting because you kind of know what's going on. A bit more is at stake than TP. A person's respect. This is a wonderful spectate client. Right. Well, we're going to hop out of speaking for a second, and we'll be right back and join you. Hello, we are back and we're watching 30 seconds till the game starts.
Both players buying items. Warrior's Blessing from Kakolin, and Attackers from Erlang.
This Kakallin's going for that heavy sustain build. He knows with the passive of Kakallin he's not going to get any mana, so he gets those health chalice and health pots, and that Warrior's Blessing. So much sustain, so much tankiness. Whereas this Erlang's going for this slightly damage-oriented start with an attackers and a hybrid first-tier item. What do you think it's going to be? Probably Berserker Shield?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Oh, fight starting already. It seems like, unsurprisingly with that true damage passive of not true damage, the extra damage and passive of Erlang.
And
Definitely
his
won
one
that
as
trade.
well, which is leveled already.
Yeah.
I mean, in the long term, you have to favour to Colin because he's going to sustain his backup
Yeah,
much better.
he
than
has that
Colin is.
sustain. Any
And
trade
he
as long as he doesn't die is a good thing.
He uses the bracer.
Oh! Instantly got a
Wow.
kill there.
Minions.
Early first blood. That Erlang was not expecting that. That Cullen had too much sustain and is out-cleared. That's the one benefit with Cullen here. His clear is fairly strong when compared to Erlang's, especially if that Erlang is facing down.
I think the Erlang was boxing Colin a little bit too long. Took too much minion poke there, probably. Those archers hurt.
Yeah. They really, that damage numbers really add up. Early game, as they always say, minions are the gods.
Winions, yeah.
Minions indeed. That's more when they kill your Titan without you realising.
They kill you, then you kill the Titan.
Cullen's a little bit poked out here. Erlang could look for a play, but again, that Cullen does have that sustain from the Warrior's Blessing. He still has health pots available.
And he has the red buff now as well.
And he has
Boxing
that
to
red
be-
buff.
Hits
Seems like
5.
Erlang decides to go in. Oh, just as he hits 5, he did not see that coming. Bracer is used, but Cullen transformation happened just in time that he survives the minions. Oh, that is 2-0 on the side of Cullen there. If we look at
It's all gone downhill quite quickly for the Erlang.
yeah, it's quite unfortunate. If we look at gold per minute here, Cullen's almost doubled Erlang's gold gain. Oh, it's over double now.
What do you think of his item, the Colin? The Berserker Shield?
Yeah, I imagine it'll probably be a Berserker Shield. He could go opt for that Void Shield, but
I mean, Colin has just bought Berserker Shield.
yeah. Well, Cullen seems to understand the fact that you need to be auto-attack oriented to win against an auto-attack oriented warrior. So he's opted for that attack speed build, so he can actually box him. And Cullen's transformation autos are nothing to sneeze about. They are quite
Definitely swing.
I've never seen one with auto-attack build, but I can imagine that they will swing and they'll swing fast.
Swing fast, swing hard.
I'm also very interested in seeing just how buggy it will look, because we all know what warriors and most melee gods' high attack speed auto-attack chains turn into after a while. It seems like Cullen's going to transform here, which I don't think he wanted, but he's going to get the most out of it. Easily poke out Cullen here.
Yeah. He knows he raged, he has to go in, get some damage off Warp Blades. He might actually kill him if he detransforms. No, he doesn't.
But
He's definitely
Cullen is pushing back up. Erlang is pushing back up again. I think DD's looking for a kill here. But Erlang is still available, and those mitigations can do a lot of work, especially if he ults you into the tower. It's going to be very hard to kill him.
I think this Colin's just gonna chill out a little bit, clear the wave, maybe go get his boots, and then look for another play after that. He does have enough golden hand to build his full boots now. Do you think Ninja Tabi or just Warrior Tabi?
I feel like you probably opt for the Ninja Tabi. I personally prefer the Warrior Tabi, but there's no need for that mana, you know? You've got that, which is one of the primary reasons you're going to pick that up on the Cullen here, or on anyone, would be just for that little bit of burst mana. I feel like he can build into attack speed more than he's going to build into power this game.
Yeah,
So I
maybe an Iqbal after boots.
think he'd benefit
That
from
was
that,
really
yeah.
strong in Duel.
We're going to see a
While
Hunter
talking-
builds.
Yeah, 2 hunters on Warriors.
Unexpected. It looks
Definitely
like
interesting.
he's not really looking for red buff here, which is interesting. I think he's looking to see if he can... He's waiting for that Erlang to push up even slightly too far, and then he's going to burst him down.
Yeah, well, he seems used his bracer just before while we were talking. He's gonna go for it now. That's Erlang's winked in,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that was the right decision.
And there, takes his life. That Cullen's damage early is just so very, very potent. And Erlang kind of relies on snowballing ahead with that early game passive on his one. The amount of damage that Oriente puts out. But Cullen's gotten into this mid game, which is his strongest point. And it's going to be very difficult to fight into him.
Especially with this gold lead now, he's gonna have a lot more damage than Erlang will. He's gonna have to play quite safe.
Yeah.
Let's see, he does build Warrior Tavi. He's going into breastplate? No, probably Nemean.
Yeah, because that, again, they're going for that auto-attack oriented build. And the mana he doesn't benefit from. The cooldown would be handy, but it seems to be that he's still going for the AA build. Look at that, he's easily, readily boxing this Erlang here. Which is not something Erlang's are ever used to. Erlang never expects to get outboxed unless he's fighting an Arachne.
Yeah.
That just shows what that red buff and that lead is doing for him. 4-0 in 5.5 minutes. It's going to be very difficult for Erlang to come back. What do you think he needs to do to be able to get back into the game?
I don't even know if there is anything he can do outside of hoping Colin makes a mistake.
Yeah, you
At
just
this
got
point,
to
that's oppressive.
hang back and pray that Erlang, that Cullen does something wrong. Dives too hard.
Gets impatient.
But he seems to be playing relatively patiently at the moment. Not really diving. But that damage though, look at that damage. Cullen using his jump in place just to stop himself transforming.
Saving it for when he needs it. Possibly next wave.
I think he's about to transform whether he wants it or not right now as he's tanking that wave. Oh no.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Saves it just about. He'll go back. Probably finishes Nemean line.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep, there it is. That's a full Nemean line over the Erlang. He's not going to be able to box him at all.
That is 3 levels and an entire item. It's going to be very, very tough for Erlang to get in. But the thing with Cullen is his pressure is not that good. But he can out-secure Erlang when it comes to Duel Demon, which is the one benefit he has here. It looks like he's going to transform. Erlang's used up his dash. It looks like maybe he can chase him down.
He's looking for it.
There's the tremble.
If Erlang just walks, he should be okay. Oh, he's trying to juke.
He's trying to juke. But Anchor Cullen's passive on his 2 gives him movement speed. Oh, but he gets his dash off. Oh, but he gets caught by the root. Oh, but there comes the... Oh, is this the unfortunate dive? No, DDK decides to disengage. Brilliant Erlang ult. Keeps that.
Good bracer, good Erlang ult.
Well, that does mean his bracer and his ult have been expended. And DDK's looking very healthy here and still has that sustain available to him. He still has his ult in his base form as well. That is no mana on that Erlang. But it seems like Cullen's playing very passive. He does not want to risk throwing this lead. He knows that he's ahead. He knows he's comfortable. He just wants to see if he can get some picks, but not going to venture too much for it.
He'll just clear the wave, secure the red buff, get his blue probably as well. He's gonna gain a lot more damage again off of this red buff. Erlang going into a shield? Void shield, I imagine?
Yeah. I doubt it would be a Glad Shield. It's shifters as well. The Glad Shield can offer that double bit of sustain, but I imagine the Cullen's probably going to go into a Toxic Blade considering his ult. Again, another box. Erlang's got his 1 activated, but he's got nothing on it for Cullen. He has no relic, no ult available, and it's just a simple kill for a high rage Cullen to kill him. It should be tower here.
Yeah. Maybe make a play for Bull Demon.
Look at how hard those Cullen auto swing. Actually disgusting.
Well, I think it's a hit chain buff, not a power buff on rage form, but yeah. They definitely hurt a lot more.
Is he going to stay for the blue? Yeah. He's level 14. He's not in any danger here. He can just jump over the wall with 100% EP. Oh, but he doesn't get it.
Flipsy in danger again. He's going to rage. He doesn't even need the rage. Oh, he does.
Oh, there's the ult. It interrupts the 1, but it's not enough because Cullen taunted at you with the Berserker Shield auto attack build. Yeah, no. See how that goes for you.
Yeah. Spoilers, it won't.
Never ends well. Erlang's picked up this ward here. He's going to try and ward to see if Cullen never goes for ward even. But even if he has knowledge of it, I'm not sure if there's anything he could even do about it. Because that ward even will just die.
Yeah, his only play would be to try and delay him, root him, knock him around, try to get the Bull Demon Zeus and damage, but I still don't think it'll work.
Yeah.
Hastened on the Cullen now, so he's definitely committed to this auto attack build.
It's unusual that he'd go into hasten. He knows the Erlang's playing very passive, but nonetheless, you're not going to need to, like, if it ever gets down to an actual fight, you're not chasing the person. They're attached to you. You have to be next to each other. Erlang cannot damage you from a distance, except for with a tiny bit with his pin. So picking up that hasten seems a bit overkill, but He snowballed so far ahead. He just wants to be able to chase down the Erlang, kill him, and finish off the game. He's not particularly worried about the Erlang winning in a fight. So once again, that is like a massive.
Imagine he's probably being outboxed at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably wants to make sure that Erlang can't get away with 1 HP, like he has a couple times this game. Erlang going for tower? I'm not sure if he... Yeah, he will get this probably. Oh no, Kakolin's
Will he
coming.
suffer for it?
He's just used his 3, so I think he's probably dead here, honestly.
What did that attack speed? Yeah, no, there's no way to do it. He altered the wrong direction, so there we go. Hasten chase down. There's no running away from that Kakulin. Oh god. I wonder if DDK is going to go for the Phoenix hero just back. Yeah, he's going to go for that Phoenix.
Yeah, he has time to get there, and he doesn't really care about Erlang. Once he does, he'll just ignore him, probably take the Phoenix down.
Yeah, exactly.
His lead is increased exponentially now. Erlang hasn't finished his Void Shield, Colin's rocking 4.5 items.
He doesn't have any pen yet, but as we just commented, he's not the Erlang isn't too tanky. It does mean that he can't really all in the Titan because he's not going to do particularly much damage to him.
Yeah, he could be building his own Executioner next.
Yeah,
He's got that T1 Light Blade.
he'd need flat pen for that Titan damage though.
Not true. I think that's a bit Erlang again.
He used his bracer
He's
up already,
pushing up
about
too
to
much.
transform. There we go.
Snapped him. Yeah.
I can never understand how Kukullen's ones hit in those kind of situations, but there you go. Apparently did. Will the Kukullen be able to finish off this game? Erlang's dead for 10
not
seconds.
without
He's
minions.
got no pen. He's just going to get like half the
Titan's
health.
not doing a lot of damage.
No.
Oh, it is now, yeah. He's just gonna get some poke on it back up.
He's still
Minions
7%
coming in.
health. He's comfortable here. Again, Erlang's clear is not very good here. So it's going to be very tough for him to try and defend against this Titan stage here. Interestingly, it seems like the Kukullen's focusing the tanky Erlang as opposed to the Titan. But he forces out the ult for it. Erlang thinks he's
Just gonna
got
back.
a kill bot.
Finishes Exy.
And there you go, he's going to absolutely shred that Erlang. That Erlang has to go back to space so often that hopefully that Tyson will get some damage off. I think 5 level lead, 8 kills to 0. And the blink's a bit pointless here for the Titan Siege, but I'm not sure if there's anything that Erlang could ever hope to happen now, unless they could Cullen suicides 5 times in a row without Erlang dying once. That would be what would be needed for this Erlang to win
Yeah,
this
that'd
game.
be a plot twist and a half.
Yeah. Never see that.
No,
coming.
he's gonna get Rage
that
again.
damage.
And that's probably a Dilla line.
There we go, roof. All the shells used as well. Nah. Nothing
Doesn't
you can
matter.
do. Fire
Colin
wave.
doesn't care about your relics.
They're a bit poked out, but Cullen's tanky enough to be able to damage it. And look at that. Attack speed with those auto attacks. So much damage. 304. 304 on that big auto. Just
And a good bracer right at the end just to
real
secure it.
necessary bracer for all that 0 damage he'd taken. Actually, I think maybe an archer shot him once. You know?
Yeah, that was game changing.
It was. It was a game-changing bracer. Well, it seemed like it would potentially be in Erlang's favour from the draft, but Cullen's early snowball into mid was just way too much for any Erlang to be able to deal with. So the game went quite comfortably the way of DDK, who will be moving on to the next round. And in the meantime, we will go silent again and you'll just watch this random screen while we wait for the next game to start.
No, 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 no.
Here we go. Okay, everyone, we're gonna have Meg semi-cast this. We all wanted
Hi.
this.
What?
Our queen of ruler.
Oh god, guys, I don't know how to cast. It's not my
join the
skill.
club.
My skill's telling casters how to cast. Oh look, Fenrir altered. Look at him. Look at his cute little sweater. Isn't that cute? Oh gosh, there's a thorns, and I don't know the names of any of these abilities.
I don't know,
Let's call
Mark.
Bludgeon. Beat him up.
Alright,
Okay,
cast us over, let's go.
and I
Cast is
surrender.
over.
Okay.
Thanks, B12. Exciting gameplay. We're very glad you could join us, Meg, for your guest cast of 20 seconds.
Yes.
It was real
Okay.
quality, high
Wow.
quality,
Bye.
real competitive
Sorry
gameplay we
about that.
watched. Goodbye. Hello. We are
Yeah.
in the set of finals, right, Meg? Meg's still here. I think this is the final matches, right?
Yeah, this is
Next
the
week
finals.
yourself.
It's a best of 3.
Okay, there we go. This is the best of 3 finals between DDK123 and Resblaze. We saw Resblaze play Bologna very, very briefly, and we also saw him play Bakasura earlier as well. And DDK was the Kakalan auto attack hastened AIDS build.
And did they ban both gods Resblaze played before? Bologna and Bakasura?
That Bakasura is quite a normal ban. It's not that surprising, but you can definitely see that Bologna is a respect ban. He knows if he wants to pick up Cullen here, he does not want to fight a Bologna. Because that Bologna will outbox him, for sure.
Will he go Cullen again though?
Yes.
Oh, he does.
I know DDK. It's the one god he played. If Resblaze banned Cullen, he will ban Cullen in next round. But DDK just plays Cullen and Jaw. That's his life. So again, he's coming out with that personal hero ban. He opts not to do the Vulcan personal ban because he realizes he could actually fight into a Vulcan better than a Bologna. And he knows Resblaze already wants. Both these games he's picked physical melee gods.
Achilles.
And again, here we go. Another warrior mirror here.
Oh, another warrior matchup.
And this
Let's see how Kukulkan does this time.
Yeah. This time they're both ability-based warriors. But who do you think will have it here between Cucullin and Achilles? Who do you favour?
Well, Cucullin kind of wrecked, but Achilles is so strong as a god. His abilities is kid.
And he has
Just
very strong sustain by
amazing.
himself. This
Yes,
Cucullin,
yes, a heal, stun.
yeah, exactly. The two giving him his heal on every ability. And obviously, if that Cucullin gets low and then transforms and has that health shield, but if he's still in that threshold for that Achilles ult, he's still going to get ulted, which is the big benefit here. And
Yeah, the ult is so strong against tanky gods.
oh yeah, for sure. Any kind of execute threshold character is basically designed to take down tanky gods, or at least finish them off.
Yeah, so my vote goes to Rest Blaze for this one.
Yeah, I think I'm inclined to agree with you because they're that Cucullin's sustain is going to be reliant entirely again upon that Warrior's Blessing and those health chalice and health pots, whereas this Achilles will have his base too, and he could also his mana consumption is not too great, so he could also afford to build into that health chalice health pot start if he really wished to.
Yeah, to match the sustain. But will he also go for Gladiator? What was the shield again? Berserker shield.
Yeah, we'll see
To
if
match
he...
with Cucullin.
I don't think it's worth it on a Achilles because the way his kit works is very ability based, and I feel like he would benefit more from a Glad shield if he wants to go into one of those shields, or more likely he'll just build straight into maybe a defense item like a breastplate or something, get that CDR, get that damage coming off as frequently as possible, because he doesn't actually need to deal that much damage, as we mentioned. He has that execute to finish off someone. He just needs to get them down low enough for that execute to be able to be used.
Yeah, and I think he'll be able to do that with all of his abilities.
Yeah, that's true.
Should be interesting match.
Cucullin obviously has his 3 in his base form of Salmon's Leap, which will allow him to jump over the ult or just directly away from it. And he also has his Rush ability in his transformed state, which again lets him travel forward. So he has potential to dodge that Achilles ult. But if this Achilles plays around it well enough, he will be able to hit it.
Yeah. And I think why did they ban Kali, by the way, with Achilles? Because I think Achilles does pretty well against Kali.
Oh, no one does well against Kali in Duel. Kali,
No?
no, it's just Kali wins. She just sticks to you. Like, the only characters that can do well against her are characters that can outbox her and characters that can disarm her. So like Bellona and Arachne. But as it is, Achilles, the only thing he has really to peel her off him is his stun. And she just gets hastened. She just jumps over his stun. There's nothing he can do. Just dies.
Yeah.
Just chases him down.
Ah.
And if he ults her to execute her, she just clicks 4.
Also Diamond Achilles.
Diamond Achilles. What, doesn't everyone have one? Evidently a character enjoys playing. Right, we'll get to 30 seconds.
I guess. Okay.
Three, 2, 1, live.
So, let's see what they build. Both and Warrior's Blessing. Achilles went some mana pots. He's probably scared he will run out of mana.
He does have some, as I said, his mana consumption isn't that great, but he can sustain well off his 2, so early game he can benefit from that. Oh, Cucullin
Early
easily
game 5, they
one.
both missed.
Oh, but then he jumps over the Salmon's Leaps over
That's
that Achilles
really nice.
stuff. Very good.
Achilles is still winning though, the poke trade.
This Cucullin
Just does more
wants
damage.
to stack his rage, but it's only gone up by a little bit here. After that missed 1, and bearing in mind when you hit your ability on only 1 character as Cucullin, you're not actually going to gain any rage, you will lose it. You have to hit at least 2 to be able to benefit and gain any kind of rage.
Yeah. And Achilles is doing way more damage.
Yeah.
He's
But
not
now
getting
the
this,
waves have met, this Cucullin can start building his passive. He's just relying on tanking these archer damage.
They're both same health, but they both have pot sticking.
Aye. And this
Nice
Cucullin
turn.
is getting close to having his passive. We mustn't forget, by the way, that this Cucullin's first ability does have anti-heal in his base stance. There, he has this transformation.
Yes.
He has complete clear this way. So yeah, that anti-heal could be very potent for the Cullen's 2. Achilles is 2.
Colin went in.
He's playing aggressive. He knows
He's
he's
getting
that brace
poked out.
available.
Oh, Racer.
But this way he
Right.
manages to pressure out the way very far. Achilles has no dash available to him.
And no clear potential right now.
But he's running rather low on rage now. No health, no rage. He didn't really get that much off that transformation. In anything, he lost because he had that bracer. Had to use that bracer to live. But
Achilles
that
is
is
pretty low now.
solid
Oh.
damage on that Achilles. Very solid.
Yeah, he needs to be careful if he doesn't want to die. Small heal, but Colin Bates is coming back up.
Oh,
Oh, that hurt.
that was a Cullen look of shame right there. That was a whoopsie. I realised I messed that one up. But Cullen can just stack that rage so easily early. He just hits the enemy god once, and that's all 6 minions hitting him. That's 6 rage every tick for those minions hitting him. Oh, there's that
Jeez,
shell
he's
use.
careful with
He's
this.
transforming,
Shell, nice.
but he's still in
Oh, it's
execute
execute
threshold.
range.
If he uses his dash, that Achilles is a free ult here.
Can he hit it?
Oh, can he turn this?
Oh,
Minions are
the
shooting him.
turnaround. The
Yep,
turnaround.
there we go. Pick up.
Ah, the
Nice
minions
dodge.
pick it up.
Nice dodge.
Colin had the dash ready, he wasn't afraid of it.
Indeed. So
Now
now
quick
Cullen
up
gets
to
that red
Raptors.
buff and the first blood. That is quite handy. And the Achilles misses out on 3 of those minions as well. Those 3 archer minions that were rather orchestral in killing him.
Yeah.
Quite
What do you think
beautiful.
Achilles is going for?
I imagine that's going to be into a Blackthorn.
Yeah. Blackthorn could be helpful. A lot of health.
I believe that only goes into Blackthorn. I don't really play Warriors much though. But,
Same.
That
Not
will,
poke, but it's Colin poke. It's way more.
yeah. And this
Colin
Cullen
also got some sustain now.
This Cullen doesn't really care about tanking minions because it, again, as I said, it just makes him stack his rage even faster when he's tanking it.
Yeah.
Oh, catches that dash
Oh,
with the
Isles. He's
Flash of-
transforming
oh,
to
that's a
rage.
good jump.
That nice
Can he get
jump.
beat down? Oh, there's the ult. There's
he
oh,
ult?
but it's not enough
He has
damage.
everything, but it's just not enough.
But it does pressure him
200
out and allows him
health.
to look for that blue buff potentially. Oh, the Achilles is pushing up here. That's both of his dashes used.
Yeah,
See
be
if
careful.
this Cullen go. But from the as in the past, we've seen that the DDK here opts to play a bit more passive. He doesn't want to risk
tower.
throwing the game.
Nah, I think that's good. Especially early game towers hurt.
Yeah, that's for sure. Again, that Cullen's opted for this Berserker Shield. He wants that health sustain just from wintering. And he knows
I think
he's
it
got
works. Like every time it jumps that stun, it's so how.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one benefit Cullen has here. He can just jump over this Achilles stun if it's available to him. So this Achilles needs to
Yeah.
work on not telegraphing when he's going to stun so much. We'll see if he manages
Keep
to
in
do
mind-
that.
Keep in mind, Colin has fully stacked voice blessing already. It helps
yeah.
a lot for the poking.
I mean, the Achilles isn't far off. He only needs to hit 2 more. There we go. That
There's
Achilles
Blackthorn hammer.
has that Blackthorn hammer. He doesn't have that high mana consumption, but if he ever gets low, that Blackthorn hammer immediate burst of 50 MP5, the highest MP5 in any single item in Smite, is
Wow.
going to be enough to carry him over. Like that is, you've got cap MP5 at 100. You literally get half the cap with just that one item. And for the rest of the time, he gets that extra power boost and 450 health. There's a lot of health.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's again. Looks like
The health will help a
fight
lot.
again. Misses his 1 in root, but just more poke. So that's all he's using his Cullen passive for here. Is just poke him out, make him lose gold by minions going into the tower.
Yeah, Colin's going for his blue.
If we look at gold, per
Achilles
minute
could be
here,
going for red, maybe.
it's not blinking yet.
No,
Now it
it's
is.
blinking, but it's red.
As I say it, it's not. The
He just doesn't win the trades with Colin. He heals so much.
again, this Cullen's just snowballed off that mid game, and as I said, his strongest point is that mid game. This is the worst time to fight him, and it seems like this Achilles just wants to try and kill him.
Yeah, he's going for it. Oh, nice turn.
He finally got stun off. It just took
That's
a
second
game.
one.
That is.
So Colin's almost transforming. You should be careful.
this Kukulkan just is ignoring Erlang. He knows he has that health stone from those health pots and chalice. It's interesting that he's still investing on buying these health pots because he knows that Achilles has his sustain from his too. So he figured he'd probably build into these health pots just to try and match that sustain. But at the moment, now he's got that red buff, and again, he has an XP lead, 1 level XP lead. He's looking okay for now, to be honest.
Yeah, and Achilles doesn't even have a Warrior Tabby yet, so he doesn't have that much damage.
Yeah.
Especially against Colin with that buff. It's not gonna cut it.
This Kukulkan now has 1.3k gold lead. That's like a second tier item. It's noticeable difference. And he's got 2 level lead now. Look at how hard he hits.
The damage.
This is
called, even with that extra health.
This is called not having defense in duel. This is how much damage even Kukulkan got to you.
The shell?
Shell keeps him alive. He's about to transform though.
Bilko can go for it.
We'll see. Oh, he dashes away. He's okay. Oh, he doesn't get hit.
Can this be a turnaround?
Can he get him?
Oh, it was not an execute range. Oh.
I think Kukulkan got stunned out of his ult. No, he just did not use. Oh, it was still on cooldown. My bad. It was still on cooldown. Kukulkan's transformed ultimate cooldown actually stays the same. So if you transform twice, in very brief periods of time, then you'll actually not have your ult up, and that's why he couldn't ult and kill that Achilles there. He had to use his bracer to survive because he wasn't sure if that Achilles ult might have executed him. He had a tower shot coming to him, or Phoenix shot, and he was.
It was a good bracer.
I think he was expecting to have his ult when he transformed, and it might have thrown him out a little that he didn't have it. He played up to the Phoenix. He was like, "Wait a second, I'm not ulting him."
That's not right. Huh. Achilles got away, just barely, but...
And he did start that Achilles from some farm there, because he forced an entire wave into that tower, with Achilles having to run away. Yeah. So that is even further that lead. Oh, Achilles missed that stuff there. That is not good for him.
Achilles does do some damage, but he just heals it all back.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. The Kukulkan is now going for Void Shield. Oh. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, he is in threshold. He has
it's an execute range.
That Salmon Sleep was a bit early, but it manages to get the range, even if not the timing. He looks like that transform, but he doesn't get to transform that Achilles.
Barely.
That extra 10% CDR from Blackthorn and 10% from Blue Buff just lets him get up that stun, lets him get up his abilities just that much sooner than Kukulkan that he's able to pick up that kill there. That is a very good return kill. That brings him back, so he's only 1.1k. That gets him about 300 gold from that, which is just what he needs.
Yeah, it's a good pickup, especially because Kukulkan was so far ahead. Oh, quite far ahead.
If we look at this here, the XP difference is still in Kukulkan's favour, but not by as much as it was before.
Not by too much. Yeah, you definitely need to be careful, Kukulkan.
We're seeing a Void Shield picked up here by Kukulkan. It gives him that extra bit of damage onto the him when he's close, and obviously he'll always be very close. It's basically 20 pen. He will always be close enough to apply that, and that is 20 flat pen, which is quite strong.
Although I would have liked some health item more, because now the extra health from Blackthorn is really showing.
It is showing, but he has health warriors, and he has 150 health from that Void Shield. It's not anything to sneeze at, but
yes, not too bad. But Achilles is just winning the poke fights now, even when he's behind.
I do agree. Defense with not very little health is pretty much worthless. Oh, he manages to get that still on that red buff. Just see how much damage Kukulkan puts in, but he has nothing available to him right now, and that is a Thorns on the Achilles. He's just running. The Thorns was used for nothing. He's like, oh, your Thorns in, goodbye. I don't want to do that. Achilles doesn't quite have that CDR from his Breastplate Valley yet. I imagine he's looking for that. Maybe he'll go for Anemian, but I'm not really sure about that, to be honest.
No, I would like more health. It's so good against warriors. They usually don't get Jinseis.
Yeah. I mean, who knows here what the Kukulkan's going to opt pick up here.
Okay, fair.
We've not seen him get to late game. We don't know what that full build is going to look like. We saw him pick up an XC.
Really likes his mana.
So here again,
Yes.
it looks like he's opting to pick up this hasten katana on Cullen, and I think this time it's quite a good idea because that Achilles is quite good at keeping himself at a distance. He's got 2 dashes, he's got that ult if he really needs to get away, and here's the stun. And he does not actually want to be too close to the Cullen for prolonged periods of time. So that Cullen needs that hasten to be able to stick to him to do all of his damage. He doesn't want
But I
Achilles
just
to focus from.
I don't know if he has enough protection to survive the Achilles. That's the problem here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, there's some archers shooting him. He's very tanky though. Shell has to be forced. Racer and
Archers
Shell is
won't
still
do
available for Cullen. He is winning this fight still. That passive
Achilles
on
is
his
still
two,
fighting.
and it forces out the Achilles
And he
ult.
also out.
Very, very low. He's going to miss out on all 3 of these archers here.
And possibly the next wave.
Nah,
maybe
he
the
won't
first
miss out on
meet.
too much of that.
Was a nice fight for Cullen.
Yeah, that was very good for him. He,
Achilles went a bit too deep when he was about to transform.
yeah, the Achilles is going to miss out on anything. But that is actually the tower though. The minions do
Yeah,
manage to get the tower,
wow.
which was not something I was actually expecting. I did not notice the tower's
Here's a
HP.
beat it.
So that furthers the golden XP lead in that Cullen even more. It opens up his options to look for a Balding King and pressure straight into a Phoenix here. But I'm not really sure who would out-secure who in that matchup.
Got a blue buff.
He manages to actually steal it with just a blind salmon leap over the wall. That
That's
is
lucky.
That is very lucky. I can imagine that Achilles is not very happy about that.
No.
It's quite up in the arms as to who would actually secure Ball Demon if they went for it, to be honest. I'm not sure if either team would actually go for it unless they know for sure the other one won't be there. Because
Yeah, first get a kill, I think. Or is he going for it now?
I think he's going
Just
to just
looking
look
out.
to see if Cullen is.
Yeah. And Cullen is back in the lead again. With XP and gold.
He's always been in the lead, but it's even further
Yeah.
got back up again. Red
He's
buff
looking
is
for a
here.
fight.
Look at how fast he moves. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Hasten Qatar. Again, he's
Yeah.
just going. They just go to proxy each other. The
Yeah, it's
wonderful
about
excitement
transform.
that is true.
He doesn't want to fight that.
The game mode about 1v1ing someone where you're not meant to
It's
fight
just
them.
not-
Yeah, don't fight
it's
him.
going-
You don't want to fight them. Oh no, no, there we go. There's a fight. I didn't see that one
That's
coming.
that game mode.
Whoa, that was just about jumped over. But he's got the hasten.
Yeah.
He can just stick
Look
to
at
it.
that
But look
hasten.
look at how little damage he's dealing. That
Yeah, it does no damage.
that Achilles is way too tanky. The Cullen has to transform here. He's got no option. But he can
Yeah.
look for that red buff here.
He's going for the red buff. Achilles is going for a Crusher or a Blast Beat Seeker. What's he
I
going
think-
for?
I think that'll probably be looking for a beat stick here because he's still building into those health chalices, health pots, and he's got that bracer as well. But I mean, the Crusher he will benefit from too. 'Cause he will
the
constantly
attack
be
speed
throwing
might
up his
help.
abilities, and the attack speed will help. He does not have a Berserker shield to sustain off the attack speed. He has completely looked for an ability-based build here with that Blackthorn Power Warriors breastplate. No attack speed to build at all. Which means
Wow.
late game is going to be very hard for him because auto attack builds always win late game in 1v1s. You're not going to be able to beat a auto attack build unless you have 1-2, unless you're playing better and outplay the enemy.
Cullen is about to transform.
Looking
Achilles needs
for
to be
it.
careful with this.
I don't think he wants to. Yeah, there we go. He pops his 2. He doesn't actually want to transform yet.
Yeah,
'Cause he
Cullen
knows
just
that Achilles can get out.
dominates.
Unless this Achilles pushed up very far, the Cullen knows that even if he transforms, he's not going to do anything.
He goes for a Crusher, the Achilles.
He does go for that Crusher. He gets that attack speed. He does get that extra constant damage from using his abilities because he is constantly using them. He has 30% CDR base there, and when he picks up his blue, that will be max.
I like that.
The Cullen
He
doesn't
needs to
want
be
to
really
transform,
careful.
but he doesn't get an option.
Yeah, he needs to.
If we look, there are
Achilles
walls
is
on
back
the
off.
map here and here, so the Cullen actually does know. The Achilles will know when that Cullen looks towards the wall to beat them.
Achilles is looking for a fight,
that
but
hasten.
he just... Hasten is doing work.
Once this Cullen gets the Exion line, that's going to just absolutely shred down this Achilles. And depending on if the Achilles builds any more health, this Cullen might look for a Ken size, as we were talking about earlier. He might also
Maybe
opt,
we'll see what he goes for.
He might also opt for a, no, I was thinking maybe a Toxic Blade, but the Achilles doesn't have a Bracer. He won't actually benefit that much from having a Toxic Blade. It would be 100% anti-heal, but like his 2 sustain is decent, but
Yeah.
not that good.
He's going for more protections.
Yeah.
Against Execution. Will it work well enough though?
I mean, he's going into a health body. It looks like he's building into a Midgardian Mail here, and that's going to help prevent the Cucullin from sticking to him as well, which is not what the Cucullin wants. We might see Cucullin actually pick up a Winged Blade next item, because
He transformed again.
look at that damage. He is outputting that damage. He is chunked very hard. That
Achilles is not
has to
fighting.
ult out,
Yeah. So whenever he transforms, he just gets shredded.
but he can't actually look for this Phoenix here. The Achilles did too much damage to those brute minions. They cannot survive long enough. But yeah, with that Midgardian pickup, it's going to be very hard for Cullen to stick. It would be nice to see what he gets sells that Warrior's Blessing for. I'm thinking it might be a Winged Blade, might be a kin size. He might get that Winged Blade to try and help himself stick to that Cucullin, the Achilles even more. It gives him CCR to be able to deal with that stun as well. 300 health, it's a lot to be able to give him tankiness. And with this Achilles' build, he's obviously not looking for a kin size. He's going for that ability based. I'm going to try and out sustain the enemy with my abilities. Don't really want to box a Cucullin with haste and Vexy. So he can get away with building lots of health on this Cucullin because there's nothing the Achilles can do to shred. The Achilles actually gone to replenish his wards, so the Cucullin pushes up to the Phoenix again.
Although I think a chin size will be pretty beneficial for the Cucullin.
For the
Because
Cucullin,
he's going for another health item, the Achilles.
it would benefit him with a lot of damage, but I think he'll probably sell his Berserkers late game for one of the other. I imagine his last 2 items will probably be Kin Size and Wing Blade, but he might go through a different path. He really needs to make sure he sticks though. He's got that haste because he wants to stick, and that Midgardian instantly prevents him from doing it.
Achilles is backing there, but Cucullin.
Never mind. He sees Cucullin, he's like, nah, I want this wave actually.
Oh, he wants to fight.
Oh, this is actually going to be quite strong here. Cucullin's about to transform.
Oh, transform.
Pulses out the ult again.
Oh, he just ults out, yeah. Achilles needs to not fight when he's high on rage. It doesn't work for him.
I think the later this game goes, the better it'll be for Cucullin as he's gone for that auto attack build. Achilles late game does perform better than Cucullin, but the Achilles' build is just building for that sustain fight as opposed to that boxing fight. And unless the Achilles manages to constantly keep his distance and prevent the Cucullin from sticking to him, it's going to be very tough to win with this kind of a build option. I wonder what he'll build after that Midgardian. If he'll build into maybe some percentage pen or some flat pen, because he sees that Achilles does have the Cucullin does have that Berserkers and the Void Shield.
And it just says now. I think we'll be surprised next fight by the damage.
Yeah,
look at the
that.
basics.
Just absolutely.
They just
down.
eat him.
The Achilles does not have Midgardian yet, and he's just dead. He's just dead. He cannot.
He
deal
just
with
got
them.
blown up.
He used both
I
relics
think I
to
was-
try and live there, but that Kin Size just he has too much health. Wait, he did have Midgardian.
No, he didn't have it yet. He just bought it.
Oh, he just bought it. Okay, I was going to say I did not see the slow. Without
And
that
then you just get the
Midgardian,
Phoenix.
that Cucullin just stuck for free.
Yeah.
It's a
The
guaranteed.
Achilles didn't
Phoenix.
notice. He had the chin says.
He should be able to get some damage off the Titan. Maybe even get it, honestly. I don't know why.
I don't think he gets the Titan. The minions are almost dead, so.
Yeah. I don't think he's even going to look
Don't
for
go
damage.
for bull. So Achilles can't fight. If Achilles comes, just kill him. He's so far away from his
I think he's
base.
just going to go for smalls. It would make him fight, but what would he gain off actually getting the Bull Demon King? Like, he gets a bit of golden XP, but I feel like he'd benefit more from getting it when that Phoenix is closer to respawning, to actually be able to pressure out that Phoenix.
But it would help if Achilles falls for the bait.
It would help, but it would be better if he falls for the... Like, if you go for it at a later opportunity, it will mean if the Achilles does fall for the bait, you still get to fight it just the same. But if he doesn't, and you get the Bull Demon King, then you can actually get the Phoenix off it for free. Because what's Achilles going to do with a Phoenix down? If you get it this early, it will run out before the Phoenix respawns, which I don't think would be very worth it. I think this Cucullin is just staying in lane here. He's got the full build he wishes. I don't think he wants to sell up Berserkers. Look at that damage he outputs. I think he's just going to look see if he can pull him from it. He's doing a
Step
lot
4.
of
Titan's
damage.
half health.
That is shredding. Again, just see that
Yeah.
damage. He's bracing as well.
Oh, the braces.
Just by
Oh, the
AoE
health.
and Ball Demon. Look at that.
Titan's almost
Where
dead.
is he going? The Titan's
Where
dead.
did he run?
The Titan's dead. Cullen, where are you gone?
Just
Where are you going? It's dead. Just kill it. It's dead.
Just run in, man. Did it? Yeah.
The Titan's literally dead. He's like, oh, I better go over this way now.
Yeah,
Well,
gotta play
anyway.
safe.
That was a good game. It's rare you see warrior mirrors, I thought, in Duel, but we've seen 2 now. The majority
Yeah,
of the matches
Cullen
we've seen.
just fracks.
Yeah, Cullen, that mid-game snowball is just every game he's just snowballing off that, because that is monstrous to try and deal with. I don't know if you've ever tried fighting that Cullen slightly ahead of mid-game, but you aren't killing him.
I don't want to.
You-
When I
you-
see this, I just don't want to.
You're never killing him, and his base stats and the power he gets from when he transforms, and the way even his auto attack scaling, like the way the damage scales, is just all designed
Yeah, it's
for that
insane.
extra bit of damage. You just beat him down, and so much lockdown with that root. The tremble effectively slows your escape. The
knock
3
up is
allows
so
him to
good.
get close to you. Knock up, it's got a fair
just-
bit of CC just to stick to you as well, and
Yeah.
it just makes it terrifying to fight into, especially when you're melee and you have to be close to damage him anyway. It's better if you're a ranged god that can like peel him off, like that Vulcan, which he's always opting to ban, or most hunters, like you get Ulla, who you aren't hurt any
AMC.
of those. They can. Well, AMC just. I think Kakala would
That's a
honestly win that
disarm.
matchup. I mean, he does have a disarm very, very briefly, but I don't really. I feel like Cullen can stick to AMC quite well. The hives give him a lot of movement speed, but he can still stick.
Oh,
fairly
with his
well.
build, he can stick to anyone.
Yeah, exactly. But it depends on how the AMC. It would be an interesting matchup. Obviously, AMC's monstrously strong in Duel anyway. we'll see him banning
Yeah.
AMC over there. We'll see if we got respect bans again coming out of DDK banning that Bologna, but we'll see if Resblaze decides to ban out the Cullen respect ban.
I think he will. I would if I was him.
For sure, but he might think that maybe Cullen's not that good. It's just he only just learned how to fight Cullen. Maybe you don't. How many times do you fight Cullen in Duel? I feel like most of the strength DDK gets from playing this Cullen in Duel is people don't know how to fight him. People don't know what he's going to do. They don't expect him just to stick and kill you instantly in mid game with nothing you can do.
Yeah, he was just. Maybe now he has a bit of idea, but still, it's scary.
We're seeing some very stock picks, stock bans from Alder's side here. We've got the AMC, Hebo, Kali, just
Hebo,
very
Kali.
high level pick, very high tier picks.
Kukul and that guys.
There we go, banning out that Cullen. See what DDK decides to do now. That is a fairly stock picks from
King
red side as well.
Arthur.
Ooh, King Arthur.
That's a good pick. It's King Arthur. It's always
Pele.
good. So
Ooh. So as
Interesting.
I was commenting on, I think I was commenting on this earlier. I'm not sure if it was on stream or not, but Arthur's objective pressure is not the greatest, which leads him to suffer a little bit in Duel. But obviously, his damage is insane. His tankiness is insane. His sustain is honestly insane if he gets built into a glad shield. Everything of his is insane,
insane.
except for his objective push, because obviously the way you push objectives is with high power or high attack speed. You cannot build attack speed on King Arthur. He has a set attack speed. That's it. And
his scaling is.
not so good. You benefit a
Yeah.
lot more from flat pen and tankiness. So he doesn't have such good objective pressure.
But you have minions for that, you know. You
Yeah,
just killed all the
exactly.
gods.
Just kill the god, let the minions kill the tower. That's all it is. Just sit behind
Yeah.
the tier 1 at the beginning of the game and just never let the Pele past. The Phoenix,
Is that easy?
the tower will just die. Just leave it. But Pele in her own right is very strong here, and I think she's very strong in Duel. I don't think it's a commonly thought pick, but people think she's good in Duel, but I think she's very strong because
Yeah.
if you're a god that she can stick to, you take a lot of damage. But unfortunately for her, Arthur has 3 mobility abilities. Sorry, no, 4 if you count his ult. He has a stun.
He has everything.
everything you
A
could ever
cripple.
want for to be able to escape from that Pele, and that Pele relies on locking them down. She wants to hit that. The primary part of her kit is getting that knock up from the eruption damage to be able to lead into those volcanic blasts. But if she, or no, pyroclastic flow, sorry. I don't remember what the name of her abilities are. They're volcanic
Oh, me
things,
neither,
whatever.
but-
Knock up into a 1 is what she wants to look for, but again, this Arthur has many things immune to knockups in his kit. And he has a fair bit of range damage with that blue stance first ability. Because that's going to do a good like 300 damage throughout the entirety of mid to late game.
A good thing about Pele is the movement speed ability, just 10 seconds of flying away.
But
You can just run away if you fight.
we'll see. It is like one of the strongest abilities in this game, which will allow her to flee from the Arthur. But I still think she will struggle quite a lot to stick to him. She might have to build into maybe a Frostbound or something. But again, slows don't affect him when he's doing his dashes. It's just so very hard to lock down an Arthur. And considering all of Pele's CC is a knock-up, and Arthur is very good at immuning knock-ups, it's going to be very, very, very tough for her to win here. So I personally think Arthur wins this hands down, even with that lack of objective push. What do you think?
He has advantage of gods, but maybe DDK is very skilled with Pele, or he's ranked 2, but maybe he just knows how to play against King Art and already knows what to do and how to win the matchup. I think it goes for King Art, he's just way better god, but I think Pele has a chance.
Think Pele has a chance?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if she
believe
gets
in
a
our
kill,
boy.
she's got pretty good pressure here. Right, we're going to be right back with you all. See you in a second. Two, 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, there we go.
So,
Back in the game.
Colin is going for the health pots, no chalice this time. Or King Arthur, I mean.
Yeah, he wants that bruiser first here. Maybe probably Glad Shield, honestly. With that
Yeah, so
sustain
good
early
with
game
that.
is insane. He wants to rush it as early as humanly possible. Warrior's Blessing plus Glad Shield on a King Arthur
Pele has
early game is
beats.
going to be very hard to deal with. I mean, if she times the beads against a King Arthur ult, that would be very good. But honestly, like, most of his CC doesn't really affect her. The cripple doesn't really matter much to her. The slow won't. Oh, he does actually get knocked up here. She is winning this fight. Or not anymore though.
Not anymore,
he
he is a
decides
bit
to
and
disengage.
both half health. That's
But
okay.
Achilles still has.
Pele has a bit of
abilities to
life.
Yeah, she has that life, so she's going for that early soul eater for that
He's
extra
really
sustain.
aggressive.
Oh, the bracer used.
That's maybe a bit too aggressive, yeah.
I feel like that bees. If she had a bracer there, she might have been able to pick up that kill on that Arthur there.
The brace would have helped so much there.
That is that early kill. Yeah, we can't forget about Pele's passive. When she gets low on HP, she gets that ability life still as well as just her auto attack life still, and it is very, very strong, very hard to deal with early. And we saw that just
He's
there.
also going for Soul Eater.
Yeah, straight away first item Soul Eater. But she opted for that attack as Devo's build or Soul Eater build, like first tier Gauntlet, and it gives her a little bit of damage, but the tankiness from Warrior's Blessing overrules that damage by quite a lot. And especially when it comes to minions shooting him, the extra passive on Warrior's Blessing reducing the damage taken is enough that was it 3 reduction of all damage taken. That's every minion hitting him, 3 less damage. That is strong and hard to do.
Yeah, that helps a lot. Pele really wants to go aggressive early, looks like.
He's getting poked out a little bit.
Yes,
Oh,
do that.
Achilles
Oh,
ready as
the
well.
ult.
She beats
Beat.
it to get away from a little bit of the damage. Not that much though, because don't
Yes.
forget most of Achilles' ult's damage in that not Achilles, sorry, Arthur's ult's damage in his super state, 80 mana or whatever it is from that landing damage, that true damage in his landing, which will fortunately be removed. If only the character itself was too.
Yeah,
but
and it will always hit. If you beat it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You still get
that
hit by
works.
landing damage.
Unless you beat it before you go up in the air. But there is practically no indication, you just have to understand Telegraph. There we go. He does the little ult there, stuns. That is a lot of damage on her, but he doesn't have
Not
the
enough damage.
kit up to actually be able to kill her off it. He did not really want to dive.
King
Bracer
Arthur
was not
back.
available
I would have
for a while.
stayed as Pele. When he back, you stay and then do the wave, and then back.
Yeah, she didn't want to miss, but I
Don't
think
like
she
that.
wanted to be there to contest red, maybe.
Kenzie contest red.
She
Kenzie
could throw
glad
one at it.
kills.
She could try and steal it.
So you can drive it.
She's not too far behind. But
No,
now he's got that
he has
glad shield.
gladiator shields.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to fight him. But
Yeah,
he's
just doesn't
taking a
care.
lot of damage from minions here.
He's aiming to get healed back up.
I do think Pele's early game is stronger than Arthur's by just a little
Look
bit.
at that damage.
But it's not all.
Where is it?
Oh, there's the Pele ult. That extra bit of sustain
Pele ult
too.
has a lot of damage.
They
coming
both get
from both
very low
sides.
there, but his bracer is available.
Oh,
He is very
a
low
hit.
now though. That pyroclastic
Can
flow
Pele
did
do
hit.
it? Does he want to do it? I think he does.
He just wants to back. Oh no, he's staying.
No.
If she gets
Oh,
one
this could be
good one off on him,
dangerous.
he's dead, and there we go. There we have it. That was a neat little kill there. Did not see that
That was
coming. Well, there you go.
King Arthur should have backed there.
Pele, yeah, definitely. He knew from the damage he'd been taking that she's maxing that pyroclastic flow first. She knows that she's not going to get the eruption knock up off very often with that after having the kit he does, all that knock up immunity and mobility. So she decides to max out her one, get that out clear as hard as she can. Because Pele's clear is very
that
good if you
damage.
upgrade that pyroclastic flow first.
Yeah, way stronger King Arthur.
Arthur's clear is still stronger, but it seems like he's focusing on damaging her as opposed to clearing the wave.
Yeah. And then just throws a one and then it's
Yeah.
done. Look at that.
He's got so many abilities. He's just
Well, she opted to go boots first for the extra movement speed and damage, and now he's going Soul Eater.
yeah. He realized he was behind early. When you're behind early and you build Soul Eater, that item itself gives you no damage. It doesn't really give you any sustain until you've stacked it. So she decided that it would be better for her to build into the boots first to be able to get her from early game. And that's what got her the kill. Oh, it looks like she's going in.
At least
She
be careful here, King Arthur's
beats
ult.
but it's not for anything. Not really sure what
No.
she beats. He already used his ult.
Maybe he was scared of the
Big
super ult, or I guess.
I'm fairly sure he was still a little rage, or whatever. What's his passive even called? I'm fairly sure whatever
energy, I
it is, he was a little short of having that energy. Is it energy? Sounds
Yeah, I
right.
think it's
energy
energy.
sounds like the right
Yeah.
descriptor. I always
Shake
just
my
call
head.
it rage. I'm like, well, as soon as they make a column, every future god that's similar to that is just called rage.
Oof. There's still no Soul Eater from Pele, that's too bad. He really needs that right now.
That tier 2 into tier 3 is about 1150 gold, so it is quite expensive to build into. But she has
Yeah,
that
she
red
almost
buff
has it.
available, and she's now ahead of him in XP.
That's good. I was gonna sell
And
both well.
I think she's ahead of him in gold. Actually, I think he's a little bit. I think they're about even in gold, to be perfectly honest. Once he finishes
Yeah.
clearing the wave, I can actually figure that out.
And that's me and
he's a little
Dice.
ahead in gold.
Yeah, just barely though.
But it's very close. Both counts, it's very close right now.
Look at Pele's clear just so much faster.
It really
And
is.
King Arthur has to deal with the minions. I see
think
attacks him.
maybe-
Oh, the
oh,
damage.
he gets that
Oh,
off.
will she die here?
She's 1 HP. She has
She's
that
not
passive
dead.
available to her. Ah,
Okay, oh, no, she just dies.
there we go. Found the
I
mighty
was going
fallen.
back and forth.
Very exciting
She's
game.
still ahead in XP. Somehow.
Yeah. And you actually get 5 stacks of Soul Eater from dying. So now, when she feeds her brains out, she'll get a little bit more stacks than her Soul Eater. You know?
Yay!
So it's a good idea to die, right? That's how that
Yeah.
works.
Tactical feeding,
Tactical.
just like all
thinking.
my teammates.
The way
The
everyone
Raptor.
should lead their Smite life.
Yes.
The tactic obviously.
Was he able to
being
clear it in time?
Oh yeah,
King Arthur's
would
going for it.
clear that.
Yeah. Now she has a lot of damage, and even level ahead.
Oh, she's up there. Oh, she ults out.
Oh,
doesn't
she
want-
also that. Yeah.
Oh, but she
Now
tries
she
to go back
can.
in.
Oh. Now she's trying to fight him. She used all her abilities on the red burst, so she couldn't fight him anymore.
Arthur doesn't have that much damage to kill this Pele, so she can just kind of hide a little bit. She has no defense, but he has no real power. He's building into that Blackthorn again. That's a lot of
Yeah,
health.
that might help.
It's going to be very hard
That's
to
really
kill.
good.
And there's no way a Pele's building into a king size here, I think.
No, no, no. We don't do that here.
It's very hard to.
She can go for
to
items,
attack
I guess.
Yeah, she can
And
go
ball
Titans,
speed stick.
but that won't benefit the health so much. Oh, she's definitely going to go into anti-heal to try and shut down that Cucullen's Glad Shield sustain. Because oh no, Cucullen, I keep saying it's called Cucullen. Shut down Arthur's health sustain.
Yes.
All warriors are the same, you
Blue
know.
buff is always spamming.
They're just all the same.
Yeah, it's all King
Any
Arthur.
solo laner mates out there. I apologise, but it's the truth.
Oh, there's some hot damage. He didn't have the super ult, I guess.
No, he did not have that charged up. She does have her beads available, but as we mentioned, it doesn't
Yeah,
really
but it won't
detract that much
help
damage
much.
because that landing burst damage is where most of it comes through, and that is something. That
Door
she
has
still
second
got.
relic B. Aegis. I like stuff like Brazen more in Duel.
100%. I mean, maybe not Bracer because that Arthur, she has her passive, she has Soul Eater, she's got so much sustain already that Arthur's almost definitely going to build anti-heal. But think about it, he can't really afford to build Toxic Blade. He can get the Beat Stick, so the only real option he can get for anti-heal for her would be the Cursed Tank.
I don't really like that because it's so long cooldown. It doesn't give
It does have a long
that
cooldown,
much
but
return.
don't forget that when you upgrade that Cursed Tank, it means that they take more damage from all sources. And with Pele's passive, when she gets low, if you curse tanked her, it's almost all anti-heal. It's like 90% anti-heal between Beat Stick and Cursed Tank. And also it will mean she takes a lot more damage from you. And I honestly think it's a very underrated relic. Because that is quite potent. I think it's, what is it, 15% extra damage?
Yeah, oh, and you also got the beats.
He uses his bracer. Oh, he's
don't think
very
he will
close.
die
Ah,
here.
he gets the kill.
Oh, that
That
damage.
hamstring damage. Arthur's one is nothing to sing about. Like, do not. I think it's like rending blow or something when he's in blue side. I know it's
I have no idea,
red
dude.
side. God. Who bothers to learn the names of these abilities?
Yeah.
Can they stop? Oh, he's ulting the wave.
Did he miss?
No, he hit it. They were stunned, so they didn't walk towards him. I still think it's a bit unnecessary, though, considering he's, you know,
Pele is coming.
wants his energy to actually kill the enemy. I don't know. I feel like it was an unusual decision to ult it, because it doesn't do that much damage, to be honest.
Yeah, but also easy to get the rage back. Yeah.
Well, that Arthur now has max CDR between that Glad, Blackthorn, and Breastplate.
Ooh. And Pele has fully stacked Soul Eater and Glad Shield now.
She has a lot to sustain. They both have so much sustain, and neither of them have actually any anti-kill yet.
No.
It looks
she
like
doesn't
Pele
have the-
might be looking for a beat stick here, though.
Yeah, she needs some protection also, I think.
This Arthur has opted, like, he's not got any form of damage, to be honest, aside from that Blackthorn. Like, he's just gone for that tank build. It'll be, if he builds another defense item, I think he's going to really struggle to do anything, to be honest. Because he's already so tanky, like, no more defense is going to help that much.
But for now he doesn't need it, he just freezes the lane.
Yeah.
Pele can come close at all.
I think Pele will win a boxing fight. Nope, she will not.
No,
He has just two
God,
abilities.
the ult. Yeah, look,
Like,
he's
he
still
throws her
somewhat
out
so
of
healthy.
2 minions in that, but he also poked her out quite a lot when she pushed up. But her sustain is actually better than that Arthur's sustain, because she can
He has the
sustain off
super
the wave
ult.
too. He does not have.
I would have
super
liked
ult.
if King Archie just went in there when she was so close to the edge of the tower line.
Yeah.
Just ult her.
But if she knocks him up into an ult, it would be very shocking. He keeps using his stunning ult. Oh, can he? Oh, he was just about. in range.
That's slash.
That hamstring.
Wow.
Get another kill. He's got 4 kills now.
That's
It's going to
brutal.
be very hard for Pele to come back. But as we can see, even with these kills, he doesn't have tower pressure. Like, even if he walked up to the
minions.
tower and started hitting it, all of the damage is going to be coming out of those minions. Because he cannot build that attack speed. It looks like they're both looking for a beat stick here, I imagine. I'm very much questioning
Oh.
the Aegis pickup on that Pele. I do not like this Bede's Aegis. Don't like the
No,
Aldays
me
either.
neither.
Who the hell has Bede's Aegis that way round? But besides
I
that,
do.
okay, well, sorry that you're a psychopath. I
Oh, okay.
apologize, because that's what you are.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm never a sweetheart. But
Oh.
no, I just cannot. I cannot understand. Like Shell would have done so well.
Yeah, I also don't like Aegis. I don't think even. What do you want to Aegis? He has so many abilities.
Yeah.
Oh,
you,
that's
you have
steal.
to Aegis everything. Like
Did you see that steal? That was
quite amusing. You say
perfectly
still,
timed.
but it is her own buff.
Yeah, well, she stole her own buff back. You know.
You know the game's going well when you have to steal your own buff back, don't you?
Yeah.
It's
So it's not
fine,
even that far
stop.
behind XP.
No,
good.
there isn't. But that's because Pele has managed to stop that after getting too much farm. Well, that tower is looking very unhealthy now with the that full wave pushing into tower and damaging it with a brute minion as well. But I don't really know. Arthur doesn't really want this to play out too late because if this Pele gets a kill on him when she's level 20, she can pretty much kill the tower and the Phoenix, or the Phoenix and the
Yeah.
Titan. She has
Maybe
very
even
good
Titan.
pressure. Oh, there's a
Compared to
big
other-
ult.
oh,
That
the
is a
ult.
lot of damage she's going to get off.
She doesn't
that
beat
that
it.
Pele has her passive now. That passive plus Soul Eater plus Glad Shield without any anti-heal on the enemy side. That was 400 health in less than a second. That is that was
It definitely
insane to
saves
look
her.
at. Just unless he can burst her out, like once she gets to that 50% health, he has to burst her, CC chain her before she can do anything. He has to have a chance.
Well, I would have liked if doing the ult would have beats Aegis. It mean, beats and then wait on the Aegis for the damage and then go in on him.
Yeah. Could have tried to bait him into the tower. But he is very
Yeah.
tanky right now. Like he could tank that tower for a very long time. She does have that
Yes.
40% anti-heal to prevent the Glad Shield a little bit, but still,
And a bit of penetration.
it's still, yeah, the penetration as well. I mean, when she's trying to live, it'll be less about damaging.
She's scared to fight him. Oh, knock up. Doesn't.
He
do
has
much.
that red buff. It's very hard to fight into him right now. He has
Yeah.
that. I believe he has that golden hand to be able to build into that beast. Yeah, he's got almost 2,000 golden hand right there. He can finish off whatever he's building into there. He probably won't sell that Warrior's Blessing for anything
What?
yet.
What better they steal it?
They're both just staring at each other. Oh!
Throw it. Oh!
She doesn't even have a warfare. She couldn't see that. She didn't jump.
How did she know that? What the hell?
The Arthur was waiting as well. If that Arthur just continued
Yeah.
to clear, he would have gotten it. That's quite amusing.
Maybe she was listening to that text and then calculating in her head how much it hit.
Yeah, no, I know, Dee Dee. That was what was happening. Dee Dee was thinking, oh, it's getting low. It's getting low. It's getting low.
Oh, shit.
It won't be dead yet. It won't be dead yet. Now I can do it. Oh, wait. I got it.
Yeah.
That's all he was thinking.
Probably. That's really nice.
It was very handy for him.
Boss beat stick and going for Forge Shield now with King Arthur.
Yeah.
It's a nice pickup, Forge Shield.
As I was saying, that pen is what he benefits from the most. And he's got
Yes.
the 15, 20? 15 flat
Forge
pen
Shield 20
from
pen.
B-Stick and 20 flat pen from Forge Shield. That is
Will
35
help, really
pen.
help a lot.
But that Pele's actually looking for a Shifter's Shield here. I don't really like that item very much because in
No?
a duel situation because it gives physical and magical defense. But it's
Oh, yeah,
not
that's-
terrible. It doesn't give much power. It doesn't give much defense, and it doesn't give much health. But the reason I
It
think
gets
she's
quite a lot
picking-
of power. When you're over 50% health, it gets like 70 power in total.
Yeah. But I don't think it's that much, is it? I think it's only like 55. I think they nerfed it down quite a lot.
Oh, did they nerf it? Oopsie.
Yeah, before it was when it was OP and everyone picked up on hunters, they just kind of nerfed it a little bit from there. But
Okay.
I understand why she's picking it up because with that it synergizes kind of well with that Pele passive, where once she gets low, she wants to tank and survive. So what she does is she gets her Shifter Shield defense, and she gets her health sustain from her passive.
Well,
Yeah, it is 50 power when it's over when she's over 50% health. And I mean the doesn't
it gives
give any
35 extra power, right? So 70 in total.
oh, sorry, I was reading the wrong stat there. I was reading protections. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, 70. I thought they'd nerfed it. Ignore me. I think it was just the defense.
Maybe they
thing,
nerfed the protection. Yeah.
though.
It gives a lot of power.
But no, it's It does have that 50 protection, 50 extra physical defense, which more than renders the big stick void shield null and void.
Might Pele get the tower here?
Yeah, she should be. She honestly should, and she can ult out as well. She can escape
Yeah, she
with
just
her
go for
free
it.
passive. Look at that damage. She
Look at
is
that damage.
Absolutely chunking her. And this is what gives Pele a chance. She is taking
Oh.
damage there. I think she
ult
could
out.
ult out and escape before he gets to her though. Because
Yeah.
he has his dashes, but
Good
she
play,
has. She just has that 3. That movement speed is insane on that ability, especially when you're
But as she
using
backs
the
now,
upgraded sight.
she loses the tower now.
Yeah.
As she backs, yeah.
Arthur can get that tower in return, and honestly, that's not a worth trade because that Arthur struggles to push objectives as it is. Having that tower there as a buffer
Yeah.
was very useful.
He has forward shield now. The King Arthur's gonna hurt a lot.
Again,
Pele still has to sell her attacker's blessing.
Again, I don't think anyone's going to be able to get the full demon in this game either
Vegas?
because there's no real guaranteed secure on either side. Oh, that is
Pele's
a lot of health.
probably gets it. The taunts.
I don't really know. It's just slow erosion. That was all that fight was. It was just slow
King
erosion.
Arthur pressed all the
Pele.
buttons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the wonderful
She
fight. Okay,
died.
did. Keyboard, base, smash. There we go.
And
And now we
then
look
you
at
win.
Arthur's wonderful push.
Oh, look at that attack speed.
85 damage a second. Real
Yeah.
good. Is he
If
gonna look
Pele
for that
gets
blue?
one kill,
He heard the blue spawn. No, guess not.
I guess he just doesn't want to.
He probably didn't hear it. Maybe he tapped
No.
out.
Oh, power pot.
He finished his.
Doesn't want to sell the glass shield. I guess it's pretty good on him.
It is the sustain. She doesn't have that much anti-heal. She only has that 40% from beat stick, so he's still going to sustain a decent amount up from it. And it still gives
Yeah.
that power and a bit of protections. Like, although it's a hybrid item, it's not terrible on its own. Just,
Will Pele win with that Titan's Bane?
she could end if she kills him, but he
Might
does
he-
have a fair bit of health though. I'm not sure. I
She
think
has
he
so
has
little
to.
protection.
He'll have to commit into the tower.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
wasn't a necessary ult. She could just move
that's a
away from
lot
this.
of damage.
It is a lot of damage.
She
but
just
she can
runs
move
away.
She's
Yeah.
way too close to her tower. She had her 3 pretty much fully charged, and that mobility is enough. She didn't even need to ult.
She can just keep clearing waves and King Arthur can't do anything.
Yeah. You'd have to freeze the wave, which would be an incredibly exciting cast.
Oh yeah, then we could just talk about puppies or something.
Yep, then Meg can unmute herself and she can start talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
most random stuff.
That
It
works.
would be the most exciting stream ever. To be fair, I think the
Yeah,
stream
I
would
just-
very much appreciate that.
Oh.
Love to hear what. Oh, it looks like he's going for that tower. Maybe he's going for that overplay.
Yeah.
She has her Titan's finish now. But nope.
It's quite a lot
Just
of damage.
poke
on
each
both
other out
sides.
and leave.
Yeah, wow.
There's not a lot of
That
damage.
happens so
being dealt
often
to
in
this
this game.
game. If you think about it, Arthur's done 22,000 damage in. It's like over 1,000 damage a minute. That is, it's quite a lot of damage to be fair.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's pretty hard to avoid his abilities also, so.
Yeah.
Very rewarding again,
Which
although I
shows how
don't think
fighting they are.
he will ever go for Bull Demon.
Yeah, they just no one can secure it. Is the issue.
Pele can burst it down quite quickly.
She can burst it down, but she
King
has
Arthur
no
is
secure.
scared.
She doesn't have a
Could be.
reliable form of CC to damage him. She's
She
gonna
just runs
slowly
away.
chase her down. Just about as fast as her when he's using his dashes. Spinny, spinny, spinny boy.
Now it's me wave coming in. Maybe I can hit the tower, the Phoenix once.
Twice. He might get it twice. Look, look, look. Oh no, he's only getting one.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
No. And the
That's
sad thing
damage
is the
though.
Phoenix regens with the health, so yeah.
Oh, he
Oh.
loses because she thinks
Taunts?
he's going to attack. She's got to get back. She's got to come back though.
You can-
Clear.
You can go back in.
He might actually
Yeah,
have
it's
to get
almost
the
dead
Phoenix
already.
here. I don't know. She only
Yeah,
hits
do you
threes.
really think so?
He's doing a fair bit of damage. Nah, he has to leave.
He can die.
He just does not have that tower pressure.
Pele
that-
could chase this.
The Pele does not have her ult available to her. She does still have that anti-heal though.
I think she can kill him now, because he overstayed.
Oh, there's a lot of minions though.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a real
Oh,
good return.
oh,
Oh, the
that's-
hamstring. Oh my god, that.
Oh! That
she
was close.
managed to hit that pyroclastic flow through all of the wave, and the eruption hit the brute minions too. The sustain she got off hitting both him and the minions with those abilities was enough just to keep her alive.
I think she should have pushed the minions there.
Yeah,
Who knows
there
if
was
you
no
get
reason for her
Phoenix
to go
now.
back there.
Yeah, she's
I
going for
think,
Bull
actually,
Demon.
no, yeah, go for Bull Demon, that's a smart play. She can burst it down before the, after you get there. And, like,
But what do I do?
it's gonna be, I
They
think,
could have gotten Phoenix.
I don't know, maybe she could have,
He was dead for 35 seconds.
Yeah.
The minion wave was flashing, so.
It's a very safe play though, just go for that Bull Demon. But the issue is now, like, she can't really commit to the Phoenix too well, because that Arthur, if she ignores Arthur for a second, he'll just kill her. So it's going to be very tough. And Arthur does have decent enough clear. Like, 2 abilities.
Yes, needs
and he
Archer
clears
to
that
mess up
wave.
again. Why does he keep backing? Repef just spawned.
I don't even know, like, he's not really got anything he can buy. He might
What?
sell his Glad Shield for a, maybe more pen, maybe a harder defense size, maybe a Void Shield as well. That would be very good. But he just bought walls.
Well,
Again, he
he
understands.
needs to.
He's still Arthur only has that 40% antidote available to him, so that Glad Shield will also give him sustain. He just does not want to die here.
Yes, he's not doing much with this Bull Demon. He just cleared it and then.
Yeah, it's not going to be around for much longer. Not back in the game. He does have that tiny bit of health sustain on it as well, which is actually noticeable in these prolonged fights that they're having.
She did quite some nice damage there. She could maybe push from this. Phoenix is
Brute
still
minions
offline.
are living, though. Oh, that is a lot of
Oh.
damage. That is both relics
There's
down
a lot
to
of
Arthur.
damage.
If she gets
that's
that
the-
kill, that's that game. Oh, hit that Phoenix for that
Oh.
AoE damage. Can't run away
Really?
from that. The minions
I
are coming.
believe that they Phoenix.
Dead for 36.
Yeah,
this
this
is what we're
Titan.
talking about. Arthur pressured her, was winning really hard, but he just does not have that objective pressure. He could not take the
Yeah.
Phoenix. He only got the tower because minions did 80% of health. And now,
now
Pele
Titan's
can
just
close
dead.
out the game because
Because he was losing the whole game.
turnaround.
Wow.
Well, the best of 3, that is a 2-0 to DDK 123, and thus he is the winner of the tournament. And
That's
maybe,
upsetting for.
Meg, you still here?
Hi.
Hi. Are we doing a winner versus
Yeah, and
Caster?
I'm sorry to those watching the stream because there's going to be a significant drop in stream quality because I have to take over the stream.
It's either
But
she takes
I get to
over.
cast.
Yeah, yeah, because I will be the one playing in this game, as long as
It'll be
boy.
Slimer versus DDK. Time is old. Tale is old as time. I can't use words.
And Mac will
This is
cast.
gonna be great.
And Meg's gonna cast, which is gonna be super fun.
We've
kind
replaced
of.
Slimer with 2
It's
people.
gonna be great.
gonna be
Congratulations to
happy about
DDK.
this.
I'm gonna go give him a server role. He gets to be, I don't know, the Queen's champion. That sounds like
Aw.
a fitting.
Queenie.
You told me the Queen's Championship
Queenie,
was bad
yes.
tournament, I'm just saying.
But now she is the Queen's champion.
Yes, but it's a dual tournament, so be quiet, Disco.
Right. Okay, so this stream is going
Okay.
to drop for a while Meg takes it over and
gonna
gets
be
the stream key
great.
and gets it all set up. Heavens knows how long that's going to take, but I'll be entertained to find out. So,
Hopefully it won't
adios
be that
stream.
long. I'm pretty
Stick
smart.
around. It's starting up
Bye-bye.
again in a second for a 1v1 against me and DDK. See you in a bit.